Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic that what is API or Application Programming Interface. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in computer science or application programming. So let's start, friend. First of all, I will request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, API is the acronym for Application Programming Interface, which is a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. Each time you use an app like Facebook, send an instant message, or check the weather on your phone, you are basically using an API, Application Programming Interface. When you use an application on your mobile phone, the application connects to the internet and sends data to a server. The server then retrieves that data, interprets it, performs the necessary actions, and sends it back to your phone. The application then interprets that data and presents you with the information you wanted in a readable way. This is what an API is. All of this happens via API. So, friend, see here that imagine you are sitting at a table in a restaurant with a menu of choices to order from. The kitchen is the part of the system that will prepare your order. What is missing is the critical link to communicate your order to the kitchen and deliver your food back to your table. That is where the waiter or API comes in. The waiter is the messenger or API that takes your request or order and tells the kitchen, the system, what to do. Then the waiter delivers the response back to you. In this case, it is the food actually. So here is a retail life API example. You may be familiar with the process of searching flights online. Just like the restaurant, you have a variety of options to choose from, including different cities, departure and return dates, and more. So let us imagine that you are booking your flight on an airline website. You choose a departure city and date, a return city and date, cabin class, as well as other variables. In order to book your flight, you interact with the airline's website to access their database and see if any seats are available on those dates and what the cost might be. However, what if you are not using the airline's website, a channel that has direct access to the information? What if you are using an online travel service such as Kayak or Expedia, which aggregates information from a number of airline databases? The travel service in this case interacts with the airline's API. The API is the interface that, like your helpful waiter, can be asked by the online travel service to get information from the airline's database to book seats, baggage options, etc. The API then takes the airline's response to your request and delivers it right back to the online travel service, which then shows you the most updated relevant information. Now, what an API also provides is a layer of security. Your phone's data is never fully exposed to the server, and likewise the server is never fully exposed to your phone. Instead, each communicates with small packets of data, sharing only that which is necessary. Like ordering takeout, you tell the restaurant what you would like to eat, they tell you what they need in return, and then in the end you get your meal. APIs have become so valuable that they comprise a large part of many business revenue. Major companies like Google, eBay, Salesforce.com, Amazon, and Expedia are just a few of the companies that make money from their APIs. The modern API. Over the years, that an API has often described any sort of generic connectivity interface to an application. More recently, however, the modern API has taken on some characteristics that make them extraordinarily valuable and useful. Modern APIs adhere to standards, typically HTTP and REST, that are developer friendly, easily accessible, and understood broadly. They are treated more like products than code. They are designed for consumption for specific audiences like mobile developers. They are documented and they are versioned in a way that users can have certain expectations of its maintenance and life cycle. Because they are much more standardized, they have a much stronger discipline for security and governance, as well as monitored and managed for performance and scale. As any other piece of productized software, the modern API has its own software development lifecycle (SDLC) of designing, testing, building, managing, and versioning. Also, modern APIs are well documented for consumption and versioning. An API is a set of programming code that enables data transmission between one software product and another. It also contains the terms of this data exchange. Application programming interface consists of two components: technical specification describing the data exchange options between solutions, with the specification done in the form of a request for processing and data delivery protocols; software interface written to the specification that represents it. The software that needs to access information like hotel room rates for certain dates, or functionality like route from point A to point B on a map based on a user's location from another software, calls its API while specifying the requirements of how data or functionality must be provided. The other software returns data functionality requested by the former application actually. Then friend, and the interface by which these two applications communicate is what the API specifies. The specialists note that APIs are sometimes considered contracts where documentation is an agreement between the parties. If party first sends a remote request structured a particular way, this is how the second party software will respond. The API documentation is a manual for developers that includes all necessary information on how to work with the API and use the services it provides. So, each API contains and is implemented by function calls, language statements that request software to perform particular actions and services. Functions calls are phrases composed of verbs and nouns, for example, start or finish a session, get amenities for a single room type, restore or retrieve objects from a server. Function calls are described in the API documentation actually. So, friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you, friends.